What's going on, guys? SpiLLi again here today to bring you another mouse review. So today, as always, the link for the product will be in the description with the Amazon affiliate link. If you guys do want to help me out by buying it through that link, basically it will go straight back into the channel. It'll help me like buy more mice and whatever else you guys want to review. And yeah, so today we got something that actually I didn't think I was probably ever really going to review. And I'll start off by saying this for a couple reasons. So I had the FK1 in 2014, the one that had the yellow logo on it. And basically, that mouse kind of burnt me out a little bit on the FK series. And the reason why I say that is because I'm the type of person that likes a somewhat light click. And basically, that had like an extremely heavy click in combination with the shell and the Wano switches. It was like noticeably, like ridiculously heavy feeling. And not to mention it actually had some click latency problems. So that one, like that, I used that mouse for a little bit, and it kind of like, I want to say it kind of burnt me out on the Zowie FK series. So I was sitting here kind of pondering some mice to review. You know, well, like I said, I like to review mice for somebody that has kind of smaller hands, and also for you know, something that's going to be somewhat competitive. And yeah, the FK series and the ZA series kind of, you know, fell into that category. That being said, the ZA series, while it is pretty versatile, is kind of more meant for palm, and I don't really ever play palm. If anything, I'll play claw or fingertip, but I don't ever really play palm. So I went ahead and went with the FK2 because I tried the FK1 and I have smaller hands, so the FK2 sounded really good to me. Or at least to try, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and start off with a review. I won't spoil it for you guys how I feel about it, but we will go ahead with a review. FK2. And yeah, it is the BenQ version, so it is the newer version. That being said, let's get right into it. Oh, sorry. There you go, a little bit better. Okay, so here it is, the FK2. So basically, this mouse is just a smaller version of the FK1, which was very extremely popular Zowie mouse that is pretty renowned, probably only second to the EC series as far as the Zowie lineup. Like I said, it was something that I kind of wanted to try, just because I had tried, like I said, the FK1, but this one's meant for a little bit smaller hands, which I have, so definitely was in my book of interests. First off, we'll start off by the design. Pretty low height here in the middle, definitely not lower than some, but definitely like right in the middle as far as height. The hump is right here in the middle of the mouse, as you can see here. It's right near the middle of it. It's a very gradual hump, very safe shape. This mouse will fit most grips if you have small to medium sized hands. Even a palm grip, this will fit if you have small hands like me. Medium, you probably want to hop up to the FK2, but definitely will work with any of those. That being said, I play claw generally, so I play like this. It's kind of like a hybrid palm claw. So some people play claw where their hands a little extended, almost to a fingertip point, but like a little bit extended off the mouse. I play like the butt of my fist is on the back of the mouse, so I play like this basically. It has worked actually really well for me. Like I said, pretty much this will fit any grip style as long as your hand is the right size. Like I said, this mouse would probably fit anyone from about 15 centimeters to even, depending on your grip style, fingertip or claw, 18, I would probably say. Anything from like maybe 17 and a half, depending on your grip style. 17 to 20 plus would be definitely the FK1. FK2 wants to stick with those measurements that I said. But yeah, let's kind of get into it a little bit more. So the one thing that I wanted to test big time was the clicks. This is what turned me off on the FK1 last time so much, was the clicks. So that being said, way lighter. Absolutely crazily way lighter. This isn't even the Omron version. This is the Wano version because I just got it. It's definitely not the Omron version. I'm sure I could verify that by looking up the exact serial, but I can pretty much guarantee that this is the Huano version. It is a very light click in comparison to my old FK1, which immediately, whenever I pulled it out of the box, like the first thing I did was just like tap this a million times, and it was like I was just like so relieved that this was immediately lighter, because playing CS, I think it just helps your reaction time a little bit to have the lighter switches, because I mean sometimes you're just waiting for somebody to come around the corner to get that one tap, or that quick reaction. So I definitely think that is a big plus for this mouse. Next, moving on, we'll move on to some of the problems. And I say problems in the sense that these are some things kind of people had complaints against on the mouse. So basically, the big complaints for this mouse were the side buttons and the scroll wheel. Or at least that's the complaints I had seen online. So let's test out first the scroll wheel. Okay, so here let's talk about the scroll wheel a little bit. Very, very little tactile feedback in the scroll wheel. I love that for browsing. I still can't tell how I feel about it for gaming, especially because I use scroll wheel to jump in Counter-Strike, so I like a little bit more tactile feedback. That being said, some people were like, this is the absolute worst scroll wheel I've ever seen in my entire life. No, it's not that bad. There's definitely worse scroll wheels out there. Very little tactile feedback. Still a little bit, enough for me to b-hop pretty effectively, but still I'd possibly like a little bit more. That being said, the scroll wheel's fine to me. I haven't experienced any malfunction or anything like that. So yeah, that tends to be pretty good. Next is the side buttons. As you see, this is an ambidextrous mouse. It has them on both sides here. They're very small. That's actually, I'll just start it off by saying that's really my only complaint here. The side buttons are very tactile and have a very good feel to them. Though, like I said, they're a little bit thin, but that's definitely not a terrible issue. So next we'll get on to a little bit more into the actual sensor of this. It's using a 3310, which is generally considered at least probably about the third best sensor out there. It's very mainstream and highly competitive gaming mouse right now, and it's pretty hard to do a bad job with this sensor. I mean, it's very consistent. It's very hard to make it malfunction. I haven't experienced any malfunctions. You'll probably see a little gameplay a little bit later in this video. That's also a first that I'm going to do. I'm going to put a little bit of gameplay in this video that I'm using this mouse with. So yeah, the sensor's been great, tracking's great, no spin out, anything like that. Next we'll take a look at the mouse feet. Zowie, as always, I love the mouse feet on the Zowie mouse. Two big, large mouse feet make it glide really well. Next, you have your DPI button down here. Some people don't like this because it's a little hard for them to quick switch DPIs. I don't really ever switch DPIs, so it doesn't bother me. Red, basically, as you can see here, it cycles through different colors indicating what DPI it's on. Like I said, I play on the orangish red DPI because that is 400. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I am completely impressed with this mouse. It is a huge improvement on the old Zowie FK series that I had. I didn't try the white version, so it might have even been way better since then. So, but yeah, if you guys have small to medium hands, like an ambidextrous shape, definitely check out the FK1 and FK2, the new line, or even possibly the white pre-BenQ versions. But yeah, it's been really great. That's the Zowie logo right there. Some people actually didn't like the red and black. I think it actually kind of looks pretty sexy. I kind of like the black on black with a little bit of red. I'm not too flashy with my mice, but that being said, yeah, it's been a great mouse so far. You're about to see some gameplay, so stick around for that if you want to see how it kind of performs in game. And as always, guys, it's been SpiLLi. Have a good one. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Be sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy this, or if you didn't, tell me exactly why you didn't. Like I said, any questions, well, be sure to let me know, and have a good one.
Nice shot, my friend.